PMI PfMP exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. In portfolio communication management, the stakeholder matrix is developed to better understand and manage stakeholders. What does this document primarily include? A. Stakeholders categorized by their level of interest and influence. B. Details of stakeholder roles, interests, expectations, and group affiliations. C. Intended recipients, communication methods, frequency, and key communication areas. D. A schedule representing all portfolio communications and their frequency. The answer is A. The stakeholder matrix, sometimes called a power interest or influence interest grid, is a communication management tool that maps stakeholders based on their level of influence and interest. This helps the portfolio manager prioritize engagement and communication strategies. Option B refers more to a stakeholder register. Option C aligns with a communications management plan. Option D represents a communication calendar or schedule. After your company is acquired, the strategic direction changes, impacting the portfolio's planned initiatives. As the portfolio manager, which document should you update to reflect the revised timeline of portfolio execution? A. Communication Management Plan. B. Portfolio Management Plan. C. Portfolio Strategic Plan. D. Portfolio Roadmap. The answer is D. The Portfolio Roadmap illustrates the timeline of portfolio components and major milestones. When strategic direction changes, the roadmap must be updated to align execution with the new priorities. Option A, Communication Management Plan, governs communication strategy, not timelines. Option B, Portfolio Management Plan, defines processes and governance, not the execution schedule. Option C, Portfolio Strategic Plan, describes long-term alignment with organizational strategy, but not specific timelines. You are managing a global portfolio spanning 3 continents. While planning performance management tools such as dashboards and reporting, which factor is most critical to account for the differences across these diverse geographical locations? A. Organizational Process Assets, OPAs. B. Portfolio Process Assets. C. Enterprise Environmental Factors, EEFs. D. Strong executive sponsorship. The answer is C. EEFs include the conditions that influence portfolio management but are outside the control of the portfolio manager, such as geography, culture, regulations, time zones, languages, and technology infrastructure. These directly affect how dashboards and reporting tools must be designed for global use. Option A, OPAs, internal guidelines, policies, and templates, not external, global factors. Option B, Portfolio Process Assets, not a standard PMI term, distractor. Option D, while executive sponsorship is important, it does not address geographic variations. As a portfolio manager, you develop a portfolio management plan to balance needs, resources, risks, and communications to optimize delivery. Which of the following is not included in the portfolio management plan? A. Change control and management. B. Portfolio communication management plan. C. Portfolio strategic plan. D. Portfolio performance management plan. The answer is C. The Portfolio Management Plan is a comprehensive plan describing how the portfolio will be executed, monitored, and controlled. It includes subsidiary plans such as change control and management, portfolio communication management plan, portfolio performance management plan. The Portfolio Strategic Plan, however, is a separate document that defines how the portfolio aligns with the organization's strategic objectives. It is not part of the Portfolio Management Plan. You are managing a state government portfolio that is facing budget cuts. While focusing on managing risks, you realize that the time and budget available for risk management will also be reduced. In which document are these data captured? A. Portfolio Performance Plan. B. Portfolio Strategic Plan. C. Portfolio Management Plan. D. Portfolio Financial Plan. The answer is D. The Portfolio Financial Plan outlines funding allocations, budget constraints, and financial resources for all portfolio activities, including risk management. Since budget cuts reduce both funding and time allocations, this information is recorded in the financial plan. Option A, Portfolio Performance Plan, focuses on monitoring KPIs and outcomes. Option B, Portfolio Strategic Plan, aligns portfolio objectives with organizational strategy, not financial details. Option C, Portfolio Management Plan, defines governance, processes, and subsidiary plans but does not include specific budget, time allocations. Due to an internal corruption issue, your company's CEO has cut budgets and reorganized leadership. Your portfolio is heavily impacted, and you must cancel some components. As the portfolio manager, what is the best course of action? A. Cancel the components that are not performing well. B. Avoid canceling components and request additional budget from management. C. Prioritize components and allocate available resources to the highest value initiatives. D. Escalate to the sponsor to request additional resources. The answer is C. A key responsibility of the portfolio manager is to continuously balance portfolio components against available resources and strategic priorities. When budgets are reduced, the right approach is to reprioritize and ensure resources are directed to the components that deliver the greatest value or strategic alignment. Option A. Canceling only poor performers ignores strategic priorities. Option B. Unrealistic, budget cuts have already been mandated by executive leadership. Option D. While escalation is possible, the sponsor cannot always restore lost resources. It does not replace the portfolio manager's duty to optimize within constraints. As part of portfolio communications, the portfolio manager analyzes raw data from portfolio process assets and stakeholder analysis. The goal is to filter and present only the information that holds value for the receiving audience. Which tool should the portfolio manager use for this purpose? A. Communication methods. B. Elicitation. C. Stakeholder analysis. D. Communication requirements analysis. The answer is D. Communication requirements analysis is used to determine what information is valuable, who needs it, how often, and in what format. It ensures that communications are relevant and audience-focused. Option A, communication methods, refers to the medium, e.g., email, meetings, dashboards, not the analysis of what is needed. Option B, elicitation, used in requirements gathering, not communication filtering. Option C, stakeholder analysis, identifies stakeholders and their needs, but does not filter communication content. You are managing a portfolio in a large organization with diverse stakeholders. To properly address their requirements and concerns, you decide to group stakeholders. What is the best basis for grouping them? A is internal and external stakeholders. B, to make stakeholder identification easier. C, by functional area or department. D, by common concerns and interests. The answer is D. In stakeholder management, grouping stakeholders based on shared concerns, interests, or influence allows the portfolio manager to tailor engagement and communication strategies effectively. Option A. Internal versus external is a basic categorization but not sufficient for addressing concerns. Option B. Identification is an earlier step, not grouping for engagement. Option C. Functional grouping ignores differences in interests or influence. Developing an organizational portfolio management (OPM) implementation plan is the first step in establishing a portfolio management process. Which of the following contributes to the successful development of this plan? A. A committed and proficient management team. B. All of the options. C. A planned approach to changing organizational behavior, balancing leadership and management. D. A planned approach for incremental development and implementation of portfolio management processes. The answer is B. Successful OPM implementation requires leadership commitment, a proficient management team to drive change, organizational change management, planned approach to shift behavior and culture, incremental implementation, stepwise development of portfolio processes. Each of these elements is critical, so the correct choice is all of the above. A component manager has resigned, and a new program manager has joined the portfolio. Which document should you use to inform the new program manager of their responsibilities and authority within the portfolio? A. Program business case. B. Portfolio roadmap. C. Portfolio management plan. D. Portfolio charter. The answer is D. The Portfolio Charter formally authorizes the portfolio and defines the roles, responsibilities, authority, and accountability of key stakeholders, including program and component managers. It serves as the primary reference for new managers joining the portfolio. Option A, Program Business Case, justifies the program, not individual responsibilities. Option B, Portfolio Roadmap, shows timeline and sequencing, not roles. Option C, Portfolio Management Plan, provides governance and process details, not role-specific authority.